What's going on, everybody? Wilson here, your spiritual hype man. Super happy to be back. And today we have a special guest, my good friend Shannel Scorza. Are we allowed to give government names right now?
I mean, I guess.
Okay.
Don't give them my social.
Good friend Shannel. Oh man, Shannel. We met probably 3 years ago. I think 4 years ago.
Yeah, maybe a little longer.
So we met Shannel. I met Shannel at BNI, our networking group, about 3 years ago. And since the beginning, it's been awesome. And then later on, I shared, I guess, with people the podcast, and you later shared with me that you'd be doing work and you'd be listening to the podcast, which is exciting because I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm happy that it hit home somewhere, and now
it's like an audible.
Yeah, it is like an audible.
I'm listening to you. That's
right, and now we're here, talking about life.
It's great.
Cool. So if you are new, people are probably going to be listening because they like you, so
you get views.
Yeah, you get views. So for new listeners, the whole nothing changes until you do. The dynamics is really just life is a bunch of situations, right, over a long period of time, and it's the decisions that we make over these situations that come up, and then really the outcomes and the outcomes that we're not happy with is really just reverse engineering.
Sure.
And like, what am I doing? How do I change these things? And all we're here to do is help support, share some stories, and then figure out some of these modalities that people can use.
Yeah.
Really, it's just like a community.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost like a church, right? But without.
It can be.
It can be. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot.
You're not getting up a lot and sitting down though.
Right. That used to be my thing. I used to say that all the time. Like, why do I have to go to churches? It's just up and down and up and down. I'll go to work out. So hopefully you're having a good day, and if you're not, just remember it's the thoughts in our head. Gotta learn how to change them, ask different questions, prompt yourselves, and maybe do something physical.
Fun.
What happens for you, like when you're not having a good day, other than listening to the podcast?
I feel like I don't have time to have a bad day.
Okay.
I mean, between being a business owner, being a new mom, trying to be a supportive wife, I mean, you really try not to have a bad day. And if you start to even feel a little bit like you're having a bad day, I just throw on some music and kind of chill. I'll make an espresso. Okay. That's my new thing. Okay. Like using my espresso maker.
So just caffeine to the just throw some caffeine in.
Yeah.
Caffeine music. Okay, I like that.
And caffeinated music.
Caffeinated music. That's would be a great playlist.
It might be, yeah.
Caffeinated playlist.
Something to just kind of let loose with.
Yeah.
It could be.
Okay. And so do you identify when are you now more, compared to before? Because for me, it's been like where I used to be very reactive. And then I would identify later, like, oh shit, I fucked up, versus like, this is the moment that I can either fuck up or I can, sort of go get my espresso.
I feel like it's different now, and my husband will laugh if he watches this because
shout out to Dave.
I feel like since I had a child, I'm way more reactive now than I was prior. Because before I had kids, I could just I could shut my mouth a little bit more, and I could just let things roll off, and kind of do that. Versus now, I'm a little bit more like I bite more.
straight to the point.
Yeah, and I've caught myself a few times, and Dan's caught me too, where he's like, "Wait a minute, like that's out of character."
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I feel like that's changed a little bit.
Let me you're good there, just in case they hear it. Yeah, it's good.
Perfect.
So you find yourself compared to before having the child, and I definitely want to get into your whole story because you have a great story. But you find yourself that you're more honest?
Could be, yeah.
Is it, or is it like?
I feel like I've always been a little.
Timid to speak your truth, or I don't think so.
No.
But is it just more quicker now?
It's quicker now.
So
there's no filter now.
Okay. Why is that?
I don't know.
But if you were to think about it right now, what do you think?
I think it's that mama bear thing.
Yeah. Like an instinct?
Yeah.
And does it come from the baby, or I'm saying, like, are there situations that you're more like, hey, let me tell you what it is, within the subject of the baby? Like somebody tries to say, hey, stop fucking holding your baby this way.
No, it's more so like, it's more so, I feel like a protectiveness.
Okay. To the baby, or to everybody? Or to you, or to the family?
In general. Like, for example, okay.
You're mama bear now.
Yeah. For example, when you go and you pull into a parking spot, right?
Yeah.
You got those two white lines.
Yeah.
when you're a parent, you think, okay, I need to make sure that on this side of the car I have a little bit more room so I can open the door, pull the infant out, right?
Valid.
So I do that. I have somebody else pull next to me. They're over my white line, so now I can't open the door.
Yeah.
So now you're getting a little frustrated, right? So that happened recently, and I had to kind of put my door against their car, and the lady came out and stood right up behind me with her arms crossed and everything, and immediately my alarm's like, and immediately I'm just on edge. Yeah. And then that's when I get...
So take me through that. What was the example? Like she was there, and then what happened?
She was standing behind me with her arms crossed, and I turned and I said, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, right.
And she was like, "Well, I'm going to make sure that you're not going to fuck up my door." And I said, "Well, maybe if you knew how to park, I'd be able to get my infant out safely. But instead, you're standing right behind me. Yeah. So back up." Yeah. And once she realized I had an infant, I think she was like. Yeah, she's like, yeah, right. But still, I mean, if you're, come on.
No, it's a great example. It's a great example of like perspective, right? Yeah. Because if you didn't have an infant, I feel like she probably would have been like, shut the fuck up. Yeah. You know, or like.
I wouldn't have had to open the door.
Well, right, that too, exactly. Yeah. That's a great.
Everything changes. I feel like.
Until you do.
Yeah. Nothing. There you go.
Yeah, no, exactly. So perspective. Okay, so I feel like but does that now transfer over to non-baby stuff? So like, is it quicker to also like, boom, like protect or speak if it's
sometimes,
not like a non-baby issue?
Yeah, yeah.
So do you appreciate that more now then, I guess?
Depends. It depends on what comes out of my mouth.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I guess we can save a little bit of that to the end because obviously I'll ask you some of those questions.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take us through. Like obviously the concept is influence thought. Influence drives thoughts or creates thoughts. Thoughts create emotions. The emotions drive a decision.
Sure.
That decision then creates these outcomes, right? And throughout life, it's just an accumulation of that. So take us through, let's go macro. So where you are right now is your recent new mom. Mm-hmm. How's the baby?
He's 9 months.
Jesus Christ, not even a year.
No.
I scared him.
Yeah, you did scare him.
Not initially.
No.
No, because we had like a stare off.
He was used to you
he was
until
like a stare off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think he remembered me? I wonder if he remembered me.
I don't know. I feel like since I stopped bringing him to a bunch of meetings and stuff, he's like, now he's weirded out by people.
He's weirded out by people? It could be a good thing.
It depends. It depends on the day, honestly. Right. He hasn't napped yet, too, so that could be that.
No, it was okay. I think it's, the visual is a little weird for babies, and then for me, right, like, we don't know. But we had a good stare down, and then as soon as I spoke, he was not happy. But Patty's with him now, so that's good. Okay, so new baby, and that's a whole journey, right? So you went through the whole IVF journey.
IVF, yeah.
Right, is that correct?
IVF.
IVF, yeah, that's right. Let me look at my notes. IVF, business owner, right?
Yeah.
You actually worked for a while, like you were like in that 9 to 5 sort of, and then you decided to be on your own.
Yeah.
Like to take it on as your own business owner, and then same thing with your husband, right, Dan?
Yeah.
Shout out to Dan. So yeah, you pretty much have an awesome life, and I feel like, well, a lot of course you have an awesome life, but I would say like these experiences that some people that are caught in the 9 to 5, or I don't want to say caught, but are still in the 9 to 5 and are planning to like get exit or maybe to do their own thing, as well as people that are trying to have babies. So it's
a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, right? Right, it's a lot. So we can definitely. So would you mind just kind of taking us through maybe the influence of like how you grew up, how what that dynamic of family was, and then sort of how you transitioned to where you are now?
Well, I grew up way different than most people. We did not have like the normal family life at all. My mom decided really young after she had the last kid that she didn't want children anymore. So she gave all of us away.
How many kids? How many
4.
Kids?
I was the oldest.
Damn.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 9.
So you have memories of all that.
Oh, yeah. I'm probably the only... I mean, my siblings, I'm sure they obviously remember bits and pieces of, like, our parents. But I don't think the youngest one has, because she was, like, 2.
Right.
Like, I don't think she has
somewhere
some
deep
of those.
Down, suppressed.
We all handled it differently. You know what I'm saying? So, like, one of my sisters, she has a relationship now with my mom. Not like a mother-daughter relationship, but
like, hey, how you
like
doing?
A friendship. Right. And she exists. She coexists in our life. Whereas I was like, never wanted that after that because I had grieved that loss. Okay. So like, I feel like each child kind of handled that relationship differently.
I haven't heard it like that from you before, but that's kind of fucked up. Like in terms of just
Which part?
Being 9 years old, you know, just
Yeah.
kind of like being 9 years old and like
Yeah.
your parent breaking up with you and be like, nah, I don't want to do this.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, like that's it's pretty fucking crazy.
It's a lot.
Kind of put you in there. Yeah. All right. So let me ask, like, when you were 9, obviously you were the oldest, so you were filtering through some of these emotions. What was like the first thing that like you felt when you were like, what the fuck? Like, did she come up to you and be like, hey, by the way, the fucking like, this is over? Like, how did that happen?
It was a lot. My dad was like in and out of like prison.
Okay.
And
so you saw a lot of that stuff growing up too.
Yeah. But my mom was like really unstable, like super unstable. And I think having 4 kids, 2 of them with mental disabilities, I think was a lot for her.
Okay.
So, I just don't think she could handle it anymore.
Right. And
she couldn't do the whole single mom thing. So I think she just said, you know what? You're going to go with your grandmother. You're going to go with this friend of the family. You're going to go here. Yeah. And we all kind of split, which was also really difficult. And she kind of went and she got into a new relationship, had other children, and
what?
Yeah, it was really bizarre.
So it was kind of make sure we're recording. Okay, we are recording.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was that first feeling like when it like? All right, I just want to kind of put myself.
So as a child,
was it at dinner and like, hey, by the way, when you went to your grandma's, or like, what was it? Where did you go?
I went with like a friend of the family. She was like a we were basically considered like a
cousins?
No. I was a child of the state, and she was basically like a legal guardian.
Got it.
Yeah, she had a guardianship over me. In a way, they were looked at up in New York as like foster parents.
Got it.
So minus going through all of that training and stuff that foster parents need to go through in order to have that title.
Yeah.
She did not have that title, and honestly, she would have never been able to because she was not a good human being.
The foster mom? The person you went with?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was with them from when I was 9 till I was aged 18. Out at 19. Yeah.
Damn. I feel like that's the fucking hardest part of the lottery of having, like, being a kid.
Yeah.
And then like, you have no power over that.
You have no power.
Over that.
But it was funny because, like, my youngest sister, Sierra, she also went into foster care for a while. Mm-hmm. And that family was phenomenal. Yeah.
They're like, welcome to our
they would always, like, when they would go and pick up my sister, they would take all of us instead of just the one. They were... I still talk to them now. They went to our wedding.
Yeah,
like, I love them. Yeah.
Cool.
But they're great people.
I want to ask a couple questions on that. But all right, so let me actually ask that, and we'll go back to the other question. When they came and picked you up, like your sister's foster parents, like, was that still when you were young? Like, like, and you, Okay, so was it hard for you to fucking be like, what the fuck is going on, and what, like, why am I in this situation?
I mean, I feel like it's probably why I still do it as an adult, but like, I would keep everything inside. Mm-hmm. And it's probably also why now, as an adult, I can just cut people out. Mm-hmm. Like, you won't even know. You'll just never hear from me again. Yeah. Type of thing. Right. Just because I had to kind of protect myself as a child. Yeah. And, I mean, when you go through that really, really young, where your mom basically says, I don't want you anymore, that fucks with you as a child. Yeah. Because then you think you're unlovable. Right. You're not capable of being loved. And as a 9-year-old girl, that's crazy. A lot, bro. That's a lot. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you kind of have to figure out how to cope with it and how to deal with it. And my best way was to kind of grieve her like she died in the cusp of it.
Is that how you did it?
That's exactly how I did it.
Just pretend she died.
Pretty much, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I did it with my father too.
How old were you when you came up with that, like, way of?
Probably 15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay, so it took you a couple years. Yeah. And so between 9 and 15, like, what was that like?
I think I just struggled in general as a preteen girl, like, trying to figure out where my place was.
Like, what about going to school? Like, I mean, like,
it was hard.
Hey, everybody.
Because at that age too, people are like, "Oh, you have to ask your parents if you want to go on a field trip or have a sleepover or whatever." And
like, everything has to.
I was like, I don't have one of those.
Right.
So.
Is that how you said it, or like?
Yeah.
You're like, I don't have a parent.
Yeah, and I would just tell that, like, people would ask me, "Oh, well, who was it?" And I would just tell everybody it was my aunt.
Oh.
That's who I lived with, my aunt.
Oh, got it. And
that was the way I avoided everything.
Yeah, don't fucking ask me anything more.
Exactly right. No one ever came over. Like.
Now, did you spend a lot of time by yourself as a child, like when you came home, things like that? Like, were there any?
I wasn't allowed out to I wasn't allowed to leave the house. So I didn't go to those extracurriculars like football games, soccer games, homecoming, none of that. I was not allowed to leave the house. So.
And that was through the foster people.
Yeah.
Were they strict or they were just kind of like?
They were strict. They were also severe addicts. So they were super paranoid about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a lot.
Whoa, Shannel.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Now, did you have a journal or did you do any of that? Or did you? Is that where you
Well, I stopped journal. I used to write things down because, as a kid, you're going through all these emotions and you're trying to figure them out. So I would always write them down and back then, early 2000s, 90s, you would have those cute little journals with little locks on them. Yeah. And I remember I would write everything in there, and then my foster mom would ask me how I was feeling, and whenever I would tell her, she would get upset. So I just stopped telling her.
Oh, wow.
So instead, she would break open my journals and read them, so then I just stopped writing in them.
Damn.
Yeah.
So she asked, and she would get angry that that's how you were feeling?
Yeah.
And then that made you stop. Oh, my God.
Yeah. So you have to learn. You have to literally learn how to cope with different things.
Be your fucking human self through whatever situations you can and cannot control.
Yeah.
Right.
And going through all those things that little girls go through, teenage girls,
Yeah, that too.
You're filled with all these hormones anyway. Your body's changing, everything else, and you're trying to balance it.
Yeah, right.
While also going through a not normal childhood.
Yeah, 100%.
So, yeah.
Were you hating life at points?
Oh yeah.
Were you? I fucking hate this shit.
Oh yeah.
Was it a recurring thing? I can't wait to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I mean, I would also my sister and my brother lived with my grandmother, so I would also go over and spend weekends sometimes with my grandmother.
Oh wow.
And anytime I was I want to go live with my grandmother, she would get so mad at me that I would even
the foster lady.
Yeah. So there were times where I was I got to figure out a way to just get over there, and you think of those stupid things running away.
Yeah, right.
I lived in the Catskill Mountains. You know how long it would take me to get from point A to point B as a 10-year-old, 15-year-old?
Too, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you can go to your neighbor's house for relief.
Yeah.
Right?
You couldn't even do that. They're 2 miles away.
I know. That's what I had to do when I growing up, man. Sometimes I'd just go to my neighbor's house. My mom was acting a fucking fool. I just felt run away to my neighbor's house.
Yeah. I would purposely get lost in the woods just to find my way out to waste time.
Oh, that's fucking great. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was lost.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Okay, cool. So, all right. So journaling definitely helped until someone fucking crushed that for you.
I know.
Do you journal anything now?
I do now, but I started it honestly when I had him. I saw something cutesy on Pinterest where it was somebody was keeping a journal through their pregnancy because they had a tough pregnancy.
Yeah.
And they wanted to give that as a gift to their kid.
Yeah.
So awesome. I started journaling when I got pregnant going through IVF, and then I've been journaling continuing. So
cool. Hopefully
that'll be something I can give him, whether or not he appreciates it when he gets older. But it makes me feel good.
Yeah, for sure. I think it helps, right? I think I think that's a great modality, especially when you have so much going on and all these emotions all at one time in situations. Yeah. One thing we've been doing recently is working to just brain dump. Maybe not even journaling per se, but we're just getting everything out and then making lists from that, especially when it comes to work and stuff.
Sure.
But it feels once you let it go or you put it on paper, you can relax for the rest of the day. Be all right, let me take 20 minutes.
It makes you feel good too sometimes.
Right.
It's almost like a list when you check something off the list. Mm-hmm. Just satisfying.
Wow. So anything else that you think would if anyone is either listening or has gone through it or potentially going through something like that, any other modalities that you used to sort of help you cope and get through? Because again,
well, my end game was always, and this is probably gonna make you laugh. Do you remember in the early 2000s it was the Slow and Shield commercial? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
With the white picket fence, the golden retriever, the family. Yeah. That was my end goal, as a child. I would say, this is what I want my life to be. I want the white fence. I want the dog. I want the husband. I want the family.
And Slow and Shield.
And so I don't think that exists anymore. But that was my thing. That was my end goal. That was what kept me going as a child. Yeah. That this is what my life is going to be like when I get older. I'm not gonna do anything else. And so when I finally got to the point in my life where I had the chocolate lab puppy, which is what I always wanted. I had the husband I always wanted. I had, the white fence. I had the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had finally gotten to a point where I was like, I made it.
Yeah.
Like, this is where I wanted to be.
Cool.
So
that was your vision board.
That was my vision board, and I was gonna make sure that happened. It didn't matter.
How old were you when you saw the commercial? Were like,
oh
that's
God,
my shit?
I don't know, 12.
Were you?
Yeah.
And so then you had like a vision of your future. So you're like, this is what I want. This is what I'm going. And then you just kind of put your head down to.
Pretty much.
To do
yeah.
It.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you have to, because when you're that young too, you're trying to think, okay, I need to be happy, but at the same time, how can I learn how to handle my emotions and also be happy? You know what I'm saying? So you kind of had to learn that really young. And then as you become an adult, basically you just get into that mind frame of, if I don't make myself happy, I can't count on other people to.
Yeah, 100%.
You create your own happiness, in other words.
Yeah, it's definitely all in our head.
Yeah.
It's all in our head. All these things is like, I'm not good enough.
I mean, if you wake up pissed off every single day, your day's going to be shit.
Right. Right.
So it is what it is. But that also comes, like, who you surround yourself with.
100%.
I'm not going to surround myself with people that I grew up with those personality traits. So whether it's addiction or living off the government or whatever. That's all I knew as a kid growing up. So when I got older, I was like, I will not do this. I will not do this. I will not be near this.
Yeah, and I feel like for like thousands and hundreds of years the cycles is that it's like as you're whenever you get the lottery of being a kid to whoever parents and then whatever situation, you're either you're either back in that cycle as an adult or you break the cycle as an adult.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like you're either like, I'm going to redo whatever my influence was, or I'm not because I don't want, myself or my kids or whatever to do that.
And it's like that in my family. Like if you look at me and my sister, we broke the chain. We made sure that our kids and our families are not going to live the way that we did. Whereas my brother went the complete opposite and he continued down that path. So...
Yeah, it's crazy. Everyone's
it just depends.
Right.
Yeah,
I was going to ask, like, your sister was the one that went to the other foster, the foster.
My sister stayed with my grandmother.
Oh, stayed with your grandmother.
My youngest sister, Sierra, she's a little bit disabled. She lives with my sister, Savannah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so those two.
Who were the ones that had, like Welcome to My Crib foster family? Who was
that? Was Sierra.
That was Sierra.
Yeah.
Is that your youngest?
My youngest sister,
okay.
Yeah.
And she lives with your
She lives with my other
now?
sister, yeah.
Okay, got
My sister takes care of her.
Okay. So I was going to ask, like, maybe their outcomes now, and how different is that from yours compared to your brothers? So your brother, who did your brother go to?
My brother was in group homes, and
damn.
Yeah, he had definitely a rougher end of it.
How old was he?
God, he's 2 years younger than I am, so he was 7.
7?
Yeah.
Damn, so he was like the middle child almost, kind of.
Kind of,
like
yeah. He's the only boy.
Yeah. Damn, okay. And then so he had, like, and then he's basically in that same situation now?
Pretty much. I haven't spoken to him since I was probably 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just because you're like, he's definitely not.
Yeah, he like he ended up going in juvie, going into jail, and I was just, by that point, I was already on with my life, and
Yeah, no time for that outside influence, right?
No.
Yeah, I feel like those are definitely tough situations to be in too, especially if it's family or even friends, right? But to a certain extent, I feel like if you're not there yet, and I think most people feel that same way. I feel like if you can only help someone so much until they're ready.
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
And then other than that, you have to kind of work on yourself and keep influencing the people closest to you.
Well, and there's points too, like when you're friends with people where you just kind of grow out of that friendship too. Where you either, you don't agree on things anymore, or you just split ways, or
the value isn't there either. Like like equal give and take.
Exactly,
sort of thing.
and that's a huge thing, the equal give and take. So
most recently, I think like 2 years ago, I met somebody through soccer, and the guy was like cool. It was like whatever. We used to go out, hang out, and eat, and then I just started reevaluating. I was like, is this really
somebody I want to be around?
And then I had texted him like a picture of Patty's like ring. And then he said some fucking snide remark, like it was like super snide. I was like,
it was like that nail in the coffin. Okay, I'm done.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. And then after that, I was like, I'm never like I didn't even respond at all.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was the last time I was like, and I was like, that like it was like a well-defined example of, understanding relationships, understanding like what you give and take.
Yeah.
And then is it worth?
Well, there's another like way that I used to look at it too, was if not having this person in my life upsets me, then maybe I should work harder to keep them in my life.
Yeah.
If I could drop them tomorrow and never look back, they don't deserve a placeholder on my 100%. Table.
Wow, not even a placeholder. God damn. Very good. You're like, nah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
I'm very selective.
Yeah. No, well, you should
in my life, and even since I had kids, like super selective. Right. Like you will not see pictures of him online.
Right. Which
you
is
won't.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right. No, I can appreciate that for sure. All right, so take me through. So you had that going on. You know, Christmases weren't probably like anything normal.
You know, my husband, bless his heart, honestly, because I had the craziest Christmases, and like I'll talk to my sister about this. Like we'll have like that little light bulb of like traumatic shit, and we'll call each other and be like, "Oh my God, I just remembered."
Yeah.
But my husband will always make sure I have something to open on Christmas, because there was a Christmas where I'm sure you remember Finger Hut. I think that's still a thing. The magazines.
Okay.
Yeah. So my foster mother was basically like, "Here, pick out something for Christmas." So I like picked out the MP3 player and. You know what they got me for Christmas?
Yeah.
The clippings from Finger Hut, and they put the clippings in a box, and that's what I opened. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I remember burying that deep down, right?
Oh
like,
my
how
God.
fucked in the head is that for you to do that to like a 15-year-old girl?
Yeah.
I remember like remembering it. And I told my husband, and he was like, "Never again.
Whoa.
You will always have something." It doesn't matter what it was.
Yeah.
I had my son December 10th.
Yeah.
And everything was wild, right? Because that story is like another thing on
wait
itself. Yeah. So he's like, I didn't get you anything for Christmas. I'm like, honey, I was open twice for Christmas. I don't need anything else. He's the best gift I have.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah. But I remember even that, he's like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Wow, yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's insane. God. Okay, so all right, so let me ask: was there any resentment or anger? Because I had similar. Like one time for my birthday, all I wanted to do was go fucking. Ride my rollerblades at the roller skating rink. I was like, Mom, I got my blades.
Yeah.
I was like, just take, like, no party. I didn't need anything else. Like, just take me to the fucking roller skating rink. And she's like, I don't know why. Again, I don't know why. I don't know if it was financial, but I think it was financial back then. It's in that situation. But she's like, no, we can't do it. And it fucking crushed me. I was like, on my fucking birthday?
Yeah.
You know? And that's how I always say on my birthday, it's like a special day for me to like unwind or Patty always asks, like, what do you want to do? It's like, I don't know yet, but whatever I do, it's going to be fucking awesome. Whether it is just sitting by myself watching TV, like, you know, or like
maybe something I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was, I didn't expect
Did you get in fights? Did you fight people?
No.
You didn't? Okay.
I fought my siblings.
Okay.
My brother and I used to
go at it all the time.
Constantly.
But so was there just no anger, or were you just zen? Like, how the fuck? Because, like,
I don't know. I feel like I shut a lot of it out.
You shut it out?
I think I did. I think I kind of had to.
Okay.
Because I would have ended up, like, killing myself, honestly.
Right. Well, it'd be fucking hard.
I think I just had to shut it out. But I also loved school. So, like, high school, I loved going to high school. I had, like, the best group of friends. Cool. Like, I loved it. Yeah. I loved going. And when I didn't go to school, like, she would, let's say if she ran through like her narcotics, like my foster mother, and she was going through withdrawals, I wouldn't be allowed to go to school. Why? Because I'd have to stay and watch her and make sure she didn't fucking die.
Damn.
Yeah. So like when that happened, I was resentful as shit because I wanted to go to school.
Get your fucking drugs together, man.
I wanted to go to school. I wanted to see my friends. Yeah.
Get your fucking shipments correct, man. Fuck. Get your drugs in. I want to go to school.
Yeah. Damn. I wanted to go to school.
Okay, cool. So you definitely had some good support later on, like in that high school era. Which, so that and then going to grandma's definitely helped.
My grandmother was the best.
Yeah.
She was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And then who picked who? Like who picked you're going to go here, you're going to go
I was the oldest, so that's why I went with the crazy people.
Okay. But did you make that decision or
No.
They did?
Yeah.
Your mom and
I think, I don't really remember who made the decision. I just remember they were like, "You're the oldest. Yeah. You'll be fine here." Okay.
You're like, but can I say something? No. You can't say shit. No. You're a kid, right? Exactly. Yeah. Dan, dude. Okay. Yeah. All right. So take me through, when did you meet Dan? Because that was another.
I've known Dan my whole life.
So that was a piece of hope, right? Like that was like.
Yeah.
Like a foundation or like an influence that maybe also helped carry you through
kind of
things? Or I don't know. You give me your story. I don't know. I'm fucking making shit up here.
My grandmother was best friends with my mother-in-law.
Hey, keep it down, baby.
Okay. So yeah, my mother-in-law was best friends with my grandmother.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if he's.
Mom.
Oh, he's good. So.
You gotta stop laughing so loud.
Right, I know. I'm trying to figure out if it's a tired cry.
It's a tired cry.
Yeah. So basically, with that, my grandmother used to bring me over to their house all the time. Mm-hmm. So to my in-laws. Well, now my in-laws. So I was always my mother-in-law was best friends with my grandmother, and since I spent a lot of time with my grandmother, they were always kind of together.
Got it.
So my husband was or is my grandmother's godson. So that's how close they were. I mean, it's New York. I mean, So we just kind of stayed close until I think Danny was 8.
When did you meet him? Oh, 8.
No, I met him. I was born, and I would go over there.
So
yeah,
like little fucking.
Little, little. So we were constantly together. And then Dan moved down when he was 8, moved down to Florida. Oh, and then around that same time, because I was 9, my family blew up.
Oh,
so we lost contact. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Do you want me to hold him? Oh. Did you hear me? Or did they go outside?
Baby.
I think they went outside.
I think Patty's playing the music.
Could be. But yeah, that whole thing blew up, and then power of Facebook. I got Facebook.
Shout out to Meta.
Yeah. He wasn't on Facebook.
Okay.
I found his mom.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, Maureen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, does Dan have a Facebook? And she's like, no, he hates all that. Yeah. And I'm like, tell him to get one.
That's funny.
Yeah, and then he got one. We did like online dating for a little while.
How old were you?
I was 19.
Wow.
Yeah.
So right after high school.
It was right after high school.
What was the moment where you're like, let me fucking see if Dan's still around? And why?
The moment? Well, I always used to like write Scorza on all my folders. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm going to marry him one day. Like that was always like my thing. I wish I still had those folders.
When you were in high school or middle school?
Middle school, high school.
After he left?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
He was my first kiss when we were 8 years old.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
He had you at the first kiss.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And then you wrote Scorza all throughout your
year? Yeah, constantly.
Wow. You're one of those people that like make things happen, like with the fruition people. You know, where it's like...
I wish I could win the lottery that way.
Well, maybe.
17, 14.
Yeah, you know, it's just kind of like, you think about it, like you got your Sloman Shields, you know, and then you got your Dan Scorza after writing it and doing your thing. So, you know, and you're doing the damn thing. You got a baby. Yeah. You know, wanted a baby, and you went through the fucking process no matter how hard that was. Yeah. All right, so Mom, Maureen... FaceTime, basically, not that time you were FaceTime because I don't even think that was around.
I don't think that was a thing then.
Yeah. So you were just AIMing.
Skype.
Skyping. So you guys dated at like 19?
19, yeah. And then he knew my situation where I was. Mm-hmm. And we had moved from New York to Florida to the other coast, Spring Hill. And
you moved?
The foster family in general.
Oh, they moved.
We moved.
So we're going to Florida.
Pretty much, yeah. So they went to the other coast,
like, yes.
And I told Dan. Dan drove from Ormond Beach over to Spring Hill. And
picked you up?
No, he went over, and I guess he just wanted to meet them. I had told him kind of what they were about, and he did the gentlemanly thing. He like bought a whole bunch of groceries for them because he knew the type of people they were. Yeah. They spent their money elsewhere.
Yeah, right.
And he filled up their house with groceries.
Whoa.
And
shout out, Dan.
Yeah, he stayed there for a night. And then the next night, he was supposed to leave the next day, and there was like a horrible storm. Yeah. And they didn't care. They wanted him to leave anyway. I think because they knew that like I was about to be on my way out. And
get out of here, white knight shining armor.
So he ended up leaving.
Yeah.
And
don't you come back?
Yeah, he ended up leaving. And right after he left, I told him, I'm like, I want to move in with him.
Yeah.
And they were livid over that. They were so mad that I wanted to be elsewhere.
Yeah.
Because these are people I wasn't allowed to get my license.
Right.
I couldn't have my permit.
Yeah,
I
they
wasn't
controlled
allowed.
you.
Yeah, even like when I had worked, my first job was a deli in New York.
Yeah.
They were friends with the owners, and they would go and cash my check. So they would go to the place, get my check, cash it, and then spend it on drugs. Yeah. So like they had a hand in everything.
Yeah,
everything that I did, they had a hand in.
Yeah, of course.
And
for the sole purpose of fucking getting high.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
When I had told them, she just went on a freaking rager, man. I had to like lock myself in a bathroom. I was calling Dan like, "You need to come get me now. She's gonna kill me."
Yeah.
And
he turned around?
He did. No, that was like a week later. So that was like 2 a.m.
Whoa.
So when I called him, he told his dad, he's like, "I got to go get Shannel. She's going to end up dying over there. I need to go get her." And him and his dad drove across the state 4 hours at 2 a.m. to come and get me. And I had crawled out of like the bedroom window, and I had my driver's license, my social security card, and my high school diploma on me, and that's all I had.
You're like, I'm out.
And I went and I stayed at like an abandoned house next door until they came and got me.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like, done.
Dude, imagine if we had cell phones back then and social media, you can fucking what a story, man.
Yeah.
What a story. That's crazy. And then they picked you up in the abandoned house?
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Yeah, because I had a cell phone.
Yeah.
So when I was locking myself in the bathroom, I called him and I was telling him, I told him, I'm like, just come down the road and like, I'll come wherever I am. I'm going to stay close.
Yeah.
And he did. Yeah.
Whoa. And that was it, right? You're like, signed, sealed, delivered. Like,
oh, yeah.
Then you went and got married right after that, right?
No.
It's like,
I was like 8 years later.
Yeah, yeah.
6
so you
years
lived
later.
with him then? Is that what happened?
What happened?
You lived with Dan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I moved in with like him and his parents.
Yeah.
And thank God for them because they bought me everything I needed.
Whoa.
Because Dan worked at like Publix or Food Line or something at that time. And I had nothing.
Where did he was in Ormond?
Yeah.
And how long ago was this?
That was 2011.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a long time ago now.
Yeah. But was that 12, 13? Was it 5? 7, 8, 9?
Using
whatever,
your
12 years?
Yeah.
11?
Yeah.
Wait, 2011?
Yeah.
So no, 14 years.
14 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Fucking A, dude.
It's crazy.
14 years ago, you were fucking jumping out of a bedroom window to go to an abandoned house to fucking wait for Dan. He drove 4 hours.
Hopefully he shows up.
Oh my God, right? Yeah, right. What's going on through your head? You're like, I hope he gets here soon.
I knew he would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you already felt it.
I knew. Well, even if like his dad knew what was going on too.
Yeah.
And I've known his dad my entire life. I have like a porcelain doll that I still have to this day.
That looks
that
like
when
dad.
when everything happened.
No, Jesus, thank you.
When everything happened with my family before my family exploded, he bought me this porcelain doll in a glass case.
Wow.
And it's the only thing from my childhood that I still have.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, how did that go? Well, how'd you get that? Because you didn't have it when you climbed out the window.
I think I want to say they shipped it to me.
They shipped it to you?
Yeah, because they knew I wasn't coming back. Yeah.
It's the only thing you're getting.
Yeah.
Send money for drugs.
They shipped. Yeah. I think it was like that and a couple of like pajama pants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking weird shit.
Yeah.
Wow, Shannel, what a fucking story, man.
I got a lot of them.
Yeah, what a story. What a story. Okay, so back in Florida.
Yeah.
Okay, you started living with Dan for a couple of years? Well,
yeah, we lived with his parents for like 2 years.
Okay. And you guys basically started getting a job. You worked together at Publix, something like that?
Yep, and then we got an apartment.
Okay.
A couple of years later, and then obviously.
And then a couple of years later, you were like, "Hey, time to fucking open up a business."
Well, that came right after COVID, so that was about 9-10 years later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys were just working, doing your thing, loving each other, like
kind of enjoying that beach life down Ormond Beach.
Yeah, you're like, oh, my life. Well, God damn, this is
great
compared to what it was, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was eating like normal food.
Yeah.
That was alone. I gained so much weight when I moved in with his family because I didn't have like normal food.
What was normal food for you before?
Like mac and cheese, peanut butter and jelly, disgusting pork chops, like just shit food.
Yeah.
And then I moved in with his parents and like they had salad every night. They had rotisserie chicken, they had rice, they had steak, they had, they had like a balanced
bad food.
They had food.
Real food, yeah, right.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think when I first moved in with them, I looked so sick. I probably weighed 115 pounds. And I was like, just skin and bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like secondhand smoke.
Well, and I smelled like that too because the two people, both foster parents, they smoked 2 packs a day.
Damn, cigarettes?
So, yeah.
What were they getting high on, meth? Coke?
No, it was narcotics.
Narcotics?
Yeah, they were into the pills, Percocets, Hydros, yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The fact at like 15 that I knew the street value of pills is like insane.
So you did some well in math?
And I knew where they lived.
That's so funny.
Sullivan County, I know where you're at.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wild.
Cool.
It's just wild.
All right. So after COVID, so take me through your journey. So what made you want more than, obviously you went from where you started to where you are. I'm assuming Dan's parents had a good influence on you as well.
Oh yeah.
Where was that in between you and Dan as far as like, hey, let's go do our own thing. Let's jump into this.
Well, they were like super supportive too, and I think it helped that they've known me my entire life. So they were super supportive of like the relationship and where we wanted to be and kind of my vision for it. Yeah. And they just kind of were supportive in any way they could have been. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I mean, we just kind of hustled a lot to make it happen. And then COVID happened and I did not want to work in a corporate kind of setting. Yeah. And I didn't like kind of what was going on in the world at that time. And I didn't like people telling me what I needed to do. So we made the choice to kind of just stop and leave. And Dan worked private security at that time, and then I worked at public. So we just sort of decided, okay, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it now. So I cashed out all my stock at Publix, which I had quite a bit. And I think my retirement maybe at that time too. And we invested it. And we started in real estate. Okay. We did a bunch of real estate deals, got involved with a bunch of really great people. And we had a good friend at the time. Her name was Danielle Piero. She's passed now, but she was amazing. She was a huge real estate agent in Palm Coast. And I went over, she had bought a house, and she's like, man, I need this house cleaned. But at that time, the real estate market was so like crazy that they couldn't get a cleaner because cleaners were just popping out these houses like crazy. Yeah. And I was like, well, she bought the house like a street behind me. So I was like, I'll just come over and I'll just do it. Yeah. She's like, okay. So she just, let me in her house, whatever. She came home, her and her husband, Mark, came home and I was like a spider monkey on their kitchen counter. And they're like, Shannel, you should do this for a living. I'm like, I don't have time for this. Yeah. I do not have time for this. Yeah. She's like, you'll make a killing. And I'm like, all right, we'll try it. Yeah. So we tried it. Yeah. And
made a killing, right?
Made a killing out of the gate, literally right out of the gate. And I had a friend of mine at the time that she helped me get it started. And it was wild. It took off quick, and I did not expect it to. Right. But it was great. It was a blessing in disguise because it taught me a lot. And then I got involved in B&I, and then that opened a whole other, world of people that I didn't realize that,
are here.
Yeah. Yeah. And it made like great friendships. I mean, I went through so many different like new things. Like I experienced like cruises that we all went on together.
That was fun, right?
Yeah, getting just to know people and their families and doing dinner at each other's houses, and everybody was so involved when I was going through IVF, and they were super supportive, whether it was Patty or the Browns or Gilvary's. Like they were so supportive and so helpful. They were always checking on me, making sure everything was good, and it was really nice. And coming from a background where I had no support as a child to now as an adult having so many people that I could reach out to and that I could trust with my family, with my kid, like it's really nice.
I can feel how you feel when you said that. Yeah, it feels fucking great, right?
It's it's crazy, and you wouldn't really know how that feels unless you came from nothing to now having a huge support system. Yeah.
Right. Some people like again if you hit the lottery, some people have families that like provide that.
Yeah.
Some people don't.
Yeah.
So it's very good. Very cool.
It's a nice feeling.
So let's talk business for a little bit, and then we'll get to your IBF journey. Make sure it's still recording.
Does it just turn off sometimes?
No. Just make sure. You never know. You just gotta make sure. Okay, so yeah, let's just talk business a little bit as far as what are some of the lessons you learned in like going from, well, one, maybe someone that's going, like, working now, whether it's in corporate or something like that, and they're considering going on their own, what would you say to them?
Do it.
Yeah?
Oh my gosh.
Is it worth the struggle?
Yeah. I was so nervous about it when, like, Dan first brought it up to me, like, you should really get out of Publix. And I was like, this is all I've known. This is my first stable job. I've done this for so long, whatever. I was terrified, like hysterical type of terrified to leave it. And then when I left it, I was like, why didn't I do this sooner? Because it's nice. One, you're your own boss. Two, you get to actually be with your family, like for holidays and stuff. When you're working a job like that, you really can't.
Right. And
then if I would have stayed in that, I couldn't have a family, because that's the type of company / business where you have to put everything into it. Yeah. It's really hard to kind of branch off and have a family when you're working 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day.
Yeah, agreed. Again, everyone's sort of situation is a little bit different. I feel like for me, I wish I would have done like 2 years of like some sort of work and saved versus like, like I did a lot of restaurant work, and then I was like, yeah, I'm a fucking entrepreneur, man. Like, I'm going to go do it, and then with like -0 money is kind of how I started, which was, I think, harder.
I was able to take like 2 years pretty much off in a way, and just concentrate on real estate and connections.
And that's what I think like for anybody that's doing that is like, as long as, like, if I was giving the advice, I would say, like, as long as you have something in the bank that can give you the,
or even a little side gig.
Yeah, something, right? Something, or you start with your side gig and you start. I would say it's definitely harder to start with, just like if you're working a 9 to 5, have 0 money in the bank, and then you go to fucking try to be you could potentially, but it's a lot harder. I feel definitely a lot harder. But it's definitely worth it. Like, I feel like you said, the freedom is definitely worth it. Like,
well, now when you think about it, like, you wouldn't be able to go and work for somebody now.
Nah, it's funny. I was like, if someone hired me to be like the creative director and just tell people what to do, maybe. For like a year. Yeah. I may be able to do that, but I still, like, I would have to have my terms of like I can't. You can't expect me to be, like, I'll make sure everything gets done, but I can't be.
You can't answer to somebody.
Yeah.
It's different when it's like a client, and you're answering
similar,
to a client.
Right? It's similar,
but when you're answering to a boss, it's a lot.
But the client's kind of like a boss too, and
it depends. It depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've dealt with like some crazy people, like customers. Working with the public is a lot. Yeah. And when you work with the public, like, before I had my business, I saw all shades of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are all different in the way that they handle things. And when I started my own business, I just sort of took what I learned from customer service and stuff and kind of put that into my business. And there was this thing that I think it was through Publix. It was called it was like a lesson that they taught us about customer service, and it was called Just Give Them the Pickle. Have you ever heard of that?
I think
and that sounds totally goofy, but basically it's just, if somebody asks for something, instead of arguing with them about it, just fucking give it to them. The pickle. Right. Why cause the stress and have them get pissed off? They're gonna go to your boss, who's gonna come down on you and tell you to do it anyway. Just fucking do it. Yeah. It's one of those things.
Is it like the burger or something with the hot dog? It doesn't have the pickle and they need the pickle.
Something,
Like that.
Something.
Like that. Yeah, but that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. And I thought about it. Like, I guess the only other thing I thought about was I was actually researching different like creative director positions, and some of them, like, they pay like $200,000. I was like,
that's nice.
Yeah, I was like $200,000. I was like, okay, well, $200,000, and I basically need to focus on one project. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. I considered potentially being like, I'm just gonna maybe throw my resumes out there, and maybe I'll do, and then that way I can focus on the podcast, and I don't have to focus. But these are the things that are going on through my head.
I do this sometimes when I'm bored. Like, I have my resume is on like Indeed. Yeah. Because even though I'm, I have a successful business and new mom and finishing my degree and whatever. I'm like, I still have a little bit of time. So
right. Let me fill the shit in.
Let me submit this resume here, this resume here. This one's $80K a year. This one's. I'm like, that's nice.
Yeah, I know. So I consider. I told Pat, I'm like it could be like one project for a year, and I just focus on the one project for a year, you know, and it's like I don't have to. So I don't know, you know, whatever. It's all up in the air. This is it though. I can't wait.
Podcast?
Yeah, this is it. This is we're gonna talk to Nike. If you know anybody at Nike, let me know. They're gonna license us at some point. That nothing changes until you do.
You're gonna have it on everything.
Yeah.
Socks.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It'll be a whole campaign. It'll be this probably the best selling shirt after it'll take over. Just do it. I'm telling you. Just do it. It's cool, but you know, like nothing changes until you do. Come on.
That's funny.
Nike was a great campaign. All right, so definitely, if someone is, you know, you would encourage someone to take that step for sure.
Because what's gonna happen? You're just gonna live in regret that you didn't do it.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too. I saw it's like regret. Failure is better than regret. So like if you try it, right, like regret's just kind of like fuck. And I think that's the other thing.
I look at a lot of things with that too, though.
Like regret or failure.
Yeah. Well, regret. Like, am I gonna regret this in the future if I don't at least try it?
If I don't do it.
Yeah.
Right. I can get you in trouble.
You can
get you in trouble, but again, I think
it depends on the situation.
Right.
Yeah.
I still value that though, as far as like, you don't want to regret something, because then it's like fuck. Especially, you know, on your deathbed. I think about that often. I don't say often because it'd be kind of crazy if I did it every day. But I do sometimes think, I'm like, okay, if I'm my deathbed, am I happy with the things that I'm doing currently? If not, then like, what are they?
Sure.
Like, what are the things I can change?
Yeah.
Do you have any of that right now? Like, is there anything that like?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm pretty content right now where I'm at.
Okay.
I have like the perfect people around me.
Cool.
I have a good support system. I don't really have biological family except for my sister. And I have like family that we've made our family.
Yeah.
That have been closer to me than any other family probably could have been.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Yeah, family support I think is big. Like just to feel that.
Yeah.
And you know, you're doing.
And you used to hear like all the time, like at least I did, that blood is thicker than water.
Mm-hmm.
I do not agree with that
as
an adult.
I agree. Yeah.
I mean, I have people that have been so supportive of me.
Yeah.
That
aren't your blood.
Yeah, right. They're not my blood, and I'd sell my blood for them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right, or breast milk.
Jesus.
They needed it. That's funny. No, that's cool. Okay, so we'll finish the business thing. If someone is, you know, thinking of going through something similar, whether it is a cleaning business or real estate, you know, with your experience, what's like a macro level of like, hey, you know, not necessarily make sure you do this, but maybe consider this and then think of it in this manner, this way. Like, what would be your framework?
Make sure you do it legally.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, like I've noticed, especially with these pop-up cleaners that are in this area, they think it's so easy to just start a business and go.
Right. Like,
and they have nothing.
My house.
They have no insurance.
Right.
They have no tax receipts.
Right.
They have nothing.
Right.
Come on.
Get your eyes and
so
T's
of course
crossed.
That's why, you know, prices are more than half of what other big companies in the area are charging. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you're gonna do it, don't sell yourself short. At least go and get the $10 tax receipt or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's $50 a month for liability when you first start out because it's a small business when you first start. You know, do little things.
Yeah, like get your shit together.
Yeah, just get your shit together.
Right. Okay. So definitely the licensing and all that stuff
do
and
it,
all those documents.
Legally, yeah.
Right? What about?
Don't cut corners.
What about having like an accountant or a good way of
oh yeah, a great CPA is fantastic.
Yeah.
Shout out Chris Coker. Yeah, Chris is fantastic.
Yeah, I think for businesses you got to have that, and it's definitely worth the value exchange rate for the money, right? It's
100%.
Like whatever money you're paying for, especially somebody
I
like
used
Chris.
to do all of like our taxes for both businesses, all myself, and then I was telling Dan one day about Chris, and he's like, yeah, we'll just continue to do it ourselves. I'm like, just meet with Chris. Yeah. And we left the meeting with Chris, and he's like, I fucking love that guy.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Like, I
told
you.
So smart, man, and he's about it. You know, he's about it. So yeah, definitely someone you can trust that is good at what he does, and then
there's no bullshit either.
Yeah, there's no bullshit with him, right?
No.
He just tells you exactly what it is.
Exactly right.
It comes up, he's super good.
Yeah.
And he stays on top of it. Like, he stays on top of whatever's changing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's an important part for anybody, really.
Stay
really,
educated.
Yeah, whatever you are. Cool.
Sure.
Anything else that because I'm sure you've had some really great seasons and some really low seasons, right? 'Cause it's like this season in business, especially in service industries, I feel like, depending on the area or situation.
Well, I have a friend of mine that would tell me to never stop marketing.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Always continue to market.
Yeah.
Whether it's marketing meetings,
Yeah.
whether it's going to socials, whether it's $15 a week sponsored ads, it doesn't matter. Always continue marketing.
Yeah, valid.
Yeah.
It's super valid.
I think it's Heather actually told me that.
Yeah, no matter what.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, she's they do a good job of just like keep pumping things out there.
Yeah.
Just to be visual.
Always.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, because, well, and she said it too. If they don't know you, they don't flow you.
Yeah. That's true.
Shout out Grant Cardone and Dr. Heather. Okay, cool. So awesome. So business going well. Obviously, you made the decision to leave BNI, which was cool. Because whatever you were doing, I'm still in BNI. I got like another year and a half, I think. That was a good decision for you, though. Like, it was like you sort of did what you did. And
I kind of outgrew it.
Yeah, and then after that,
I feel like BNI is great for businesses when they're starting to help grow their business.
Yeah.
But once you've hit that threshold, there's no point, because then you're just kind of being selfish and holding a seat when you just don't want anybody to be in that seat.
Yeah,
so, I mean, when people are in there for 20, 30, that's excessive. You don't need to be in there for 20 or 30 years.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, unless, so I feel like, for example, Tim's been there for like 12, 15 years.
But everybody knows Tim. He's been in Palm Coast for how long?
Right. And he continues to get like that. Right. But
I feel like even if he didn't have that seat, he'd still get business.
Tim. Right.
Yeah, everybody knows Tim.
Yeah, I feel like there's certain situations, probably I think more of like the type of service, but also, kind of like what's happening in the group, right? Like the group dynamics. Because like I've known a couple other people, and we were talking about this, where it's just like they left BNI, and then after BNI, they sort of, to me, I feel like the concept is like you have BNI as a referral partner, but sometimes you rely on it. Like, and I know with me, it's very similar. I'm like sometimes like, man, where the fuck are my referrals? But now I see where it's like it's just part of your whole, like your entire thing, right? But for some people, I realized that it's like once you leave, like it becomes a thing where now you're taking this time that you had before in something, and you're actually maximizing in certain areas that can do really well for you. Yeah. So that's something that I've been thinking about too, but it is what it is for now. All right. So you have time for the baby story?
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you have time for the baby story?
I have time. So yeah, let's call this one. Let's call this one, and then we'll do a part 2.
That's fine.
But today.
That's fine.
Well, hold on. Let's cut that out so people don't know. No, we'll do it anyway. It doesn't matter.
I don't care.
So yeah, no, I think that's a good one, because I think it gives us exactly like, wow, your influence of what you grew up, some of the things. So I would say let's end with if someone is going through something that you went through, or maybe is still dealing with things like that, like growing up in that manner or fashion. What would you provide as like feedback, or again your framework, or some piece of advice for someone?
Everything is temporary.
Yeah, I love that.
At that time, it seems like your entire life, because it is, because you're young, you're figuring it out. Yeah. But it's temporary, and it's not long at all. So it's just one of those things.
Kind of.
It's going to pass.
Yeah. Right.
It's just you need to get through it the best that you can.
It may feel like hell and like a long
It's going
time.
to.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's all temporary.
It's all temporary.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to look at it when you're young like
100%.
that. But I feel like if I would have had like young Shannel talk to adult Shannel, that's probably exactly what I would have said to myself. Like, it's going to get better. Just trust me. Just keep going on your path. Yeah. Keep your head down.
And you're good.
Yeah.
Well, because you are. There you are. Yeah, you did it.
No one would know the shit I went through unless I opened my mouth and told them.
100%.
You would have no idea. And that's what I like. It's like a party trick.
Yeah, super party trick. Thanks for sharing that on the podcast. What a good one. All right, so you heard it here. Thanks, Shannel, for joining us on today's episode, which was really, really good one. Like, and again, I didn't know the complete story. Like, I knew some of it, but like the whole shebang. I was like, God damn.
And that's like a piece.
Yeah, it's only a piece of
that's like
a bunch
tiny
of stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can just imagine. I can picture you jumping out of the window and then going to your next door neighbors waiting for Dan. Be like, this motherfucker comes, because I'm over this.
I'm hitchhiking it back to New York.
Yeah, exactly. And again, so for anybody listening, things are temporary, right? So if you're going through a tough time, or if you're going through something that like you don't feel good about it, it's going to pass. There's things that you got to really identify in terms of, okay, what am I doing? Is it me? What are the decisions? What are the influence? What are the thoughts? What are the emotions in these situations? And then what are the actions that I'm taking on to like either move away from the situation, or if it's a good situation, double down and keep reinforcing those decisions. Right?
Right.
That's
correct.
it. All right.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys on the next one. And don't forget, nothing changes until you do. Peace. Let's go.